you want to do is follow Tom, okay? But I just really want to say welcome to everyone. Bill, all of your friends and your colleagues have come out to wish you well as you embark on this next phase of your career. We know it's going to be an exciting time. Bill is really joined by his family. His lovely wife Jan, I should say his bride of 40 years is here. His daughter Jennifer is here. Her husband Steve and Bill's son-in-law is here. And the special people here are Kyle and Jerry. So we want to thank them too for joining us today. I asked Bill when we were having lunch, I said, how long have you had that calendar up? And he said, oh, at least a year. I just want to say, in spite of the fact that Bill has been counting the days for over a year and a half, it's still really hard for me to believe that he's going to retire. I just really can't imagine the procurement unit was out, and actually Joel said something really cute during lunch. He said, what am I going to do without you? So Joel is certainly going to miss him as well. As Tom said, Bill has been at the department for over 14 years, and prior to coming to DBM, he was, of course, was up to General Services, where he served as the deputy in the telecommunications unit. He was up there for 4 years, but his better days, of course, were at DBM.
Amen.
Throughout his tenure in the department, he has been known for being a true professional. He's known for being dedicated to what he's doing. He gets things done. He is a professional. He's an expert. And one of the things that we're going to really miss is your institutional knowledge. I mean, as Tom said in quoting all of those numbers, those are for real. He knows those back and forth. He knows what each thing means. He knows how to deal with sole sources. He knows how to deal with big projects. Bill, throughout his career, has made many contributions to the department and to the state. And I thought I'd just take a minute and highlight some of the significant procurements that he's worked on. One that many of you will remember is the Network Management Services contract. That was the first multi-award master contract that we had in the department. That was back in the late 1990s. It was truly a big thing at the time because we had multi-vendors bidding on this. So it was a huge success, and what Bill did was, before that procurement was basically just finished and the vendors were on board, he felt that he wasn't challenged enough, so then he went out and he followed that up with the technical services procurement, which was an even larger procurement where we had over 100 bidders to submit proposals, and for the oral exams we had 100 bidders to come in and present orals, and Bill headed up that whole process, and we've gotten rave reviews for that contract from way back when I was here before. Bill also was involved in the voting procurement for the elections board, and that was certainly the first time that we'd had that kind of statewide procurement in the state, and I think it really was the first of its kind throughout the country. Bill has also been responsible for developing the DBM procurement tracking system, which is known as the procurement database. He's certainly the resident expert on that, and he has been instrumental in instructing the rest of the staff how to use that system successfully. Bill's also done our PAR reports for the Board of Public Works. I know you're going to miss the Board of Public Works.
Oh, yes.
But that's a monthly report that we have to send over to the board to tell them about all items that essentially we did not take to them for approval. We could approve with our own authority. Bill has also been instrumental in training all of our new DBM procurement staff. He's trained them in all aspects of their job. He's really just kind of been a mentor for many of the junior staff, and I know that they're all going to miss him, and they'll be calling you up. They got you sorted out. The final thing I would say is certainly Bill is known for his integrity, for his commitment to fairness, for his adherence to the letter of the law and the spirit of the procurement laws. And I really want to thank you for that, because certainly when I went to the board and you had been involved in a procurement, I knew that it was right. I knew that if it was challenged, guess what, we were still going to win, and all I had to do was call Bill and get what the answer was. So Bill, I want to thank you for your many years of service. I want to thank you for the style and the manner in which you served. I'm proud to say that you are a member of the DBM staff. I'm proud to be your colleague. Some people say life begins with retirement. And I hope that this opportunity, or at this point, this is going to present that opportunity for you. I said to Bill, well, what are you going to do? And he already has a trip to Myrtle Beach planned with his family. That's first on the agenda. But then he said, I said, well, do you have some honeydew projects? Well, no, I really have some Billy projects. So he's going to do his home office. He says he wants to fix up a nice home office, so when he does go back to work, he'll be working in comfort. He's got some roof repair going on. He's going to be fixing up his shed. So I think his list is going on and on and on. And I think he's already been talking with folks in the Office of Information Technology about maybe coming back and helping them on a periodic basis. So overall, we wish you well. I'm going to miss you terribly. You've been a personal friend, and you've been a great colleague, and thank you for your service to the department, to the state of Maryland, and to the citizens of Maryland.
Wonderful words. I think, Norm, you want to say a few words? Norm came a little late. Now here's a man that looks like he's retired. And he is retired.
That's what I aspire to.
Well, I have to admit that in my mind I had the wrong day for today's event. I really thought it was Friday. And I have to thank Andrea for giving me a call on the telephone. And I just happened to be at Fort Meade with my wife. And I said, why don't you come with me? And she said, well, she's a little uncomfortable, so I left her there. With a credit card. She'll be fine. And I want to thank Andrea for making sure that I didn't miss today. Because today is important for Bill, but it's important for me too. I want to recognize all that he did for me. Eloise mentioned Bill's mentorship abilities. And that certainly is very, very true with me personally. I came in as an entry-level analyst, and a little more than 3 years later, I was a procurement supervisor, due in large part to Bill's training. So in addition to mentorship, there are two other things that I want everyone here to remember about Bill, and that's honor and integrity. It's a joy to be in a workplace where you have honor and integrity. Not many places can say that, but DBM Procurement can, in large measure, to Bill. So thanks, Bill, for me, and thanks for everyone here for just being a great person. And I know you're going to enjoy retirement. I'm 30 or 90 days into it, and it's been pretty good for me so far. So I think
Blaze the trail.
So thanks a lot, and congratulations.